As a relatively newly out person, about 4.5 years ago, um, it was very different when I was growing up. It was, you did what was expected of you. And what was expected of me was certainly to have a wife, a house in Pittsford, 2 Volvos in the driveway, 2 dogs, and 3 children, which I fulfilled long before my parents passed away. It came down to a period of time where I actually took a course in the 19 Ignatian steps from the Sisters of Mercy, which is very inward looking. And I did it because my ex-wife had done it and she suggested that I do it. Well, in so doing, I came face to face with my demons and had to finally admit that I was gay. Not the easiest thing to do when you're, just about to turn 60. Break a family apart. My biggest fear was that I knew this in October and that I wanted desperately to get through Thanksgiving and Christmas. I did not want this to be the Kodak moment. Things have worked out pretty well. My youngest, in particularly, my youngest daughter, who's 15, thinks that having a gay daddy is the greatest thing in the entire world. Because I knew people in the chorus who taught her how to walk in high heels. She fell in love with 2 of the singers, younger singers that used to be with us. And she's been a fan. She sings herself. And it's been very humbling to me to have my youngest feel so strongly about me. My son is 21. He has Asperger's. It's never been an issue. He's not brought it up, but he's never dealt with, he knows that I'm gay. He knows that I have a boyfriend, but none of that seems to matter to him. My eldest, who's 25, approaches it with a little bit more trepidation. I think she sees it more as a betrayal of her mother. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, well, you lied for 25 years. And I'm there like, no, I really didn't. I kept my vows. I loved my wife. I just got to a point where I either had to come out or I was going to have a breakdown. I admire the people who certainly came out long before I did. But those of us who stayed in the closet and did everything that was expected of us, lived our own little private hells as well. And just to acknowledge those people who have come out late in life, I admire your courage. I admire your courage certainly as much as those people who came out at a time when it was difficult, because when you came out, you gave up everything. Everything you knew. You gave up your home. You gave up your spouse. Very often you gave up your children. And I applaud your dealing with your actual selves, your intrinsic being. I mean, at this point, 4.5 years later, I have a boyfriend, unfortunately, lives in New Hampshire right now. He did live here in Rochester, and I look forward to the second chapter of my life with him as my partner. And I want to thank everybody who has fought and everyone who has made it possible for me to actually give up everything that I knew to come out. You showed me that there was a better life. Thank you. That was long.